Now in this video, we're still going to be kind of going over what would be your support and resistance, but now we're going to go over how breaks of the support and resistance can be used, right? So it's a little tool I like to use on TradingView called the support and resistance levels with breaks. Um, and you choose the one that says Lux Algo. Now with this, you can change these numbers here and they would change your support and resistance levels, right? So the higher the number, the less support and resistance levels they'll use. The lower the number, the more support and resistance levels you'll get, right? So there's no perfect number for this example. I'm just going to use 4, 4 and 4, but for different things I use different numbers, and I usually don't use the 4 and 4, but just for this purpose in this video, I'm used to 4 and 4, right? So when it comes to support and resistance, our red lines are going to be our resistance, right? Red lines are going to be resistance. Blue lines are going to be support. And like I said before, a lot of times these are areas where the market struggles to get above or struggles to get below. Now we're going to use these levels as potential levels that the market can come back to and then reject again, right? Or push through, pull back to, and push back above or push back below. So I'm gonna give you some examples. What we're going to be looking for is anytime the market pushes through a most recent support or resistance. So for example, let's start here. We have this blue line, which is our support, and we see the market pushes through, right? We see it pushes through. What we're going to want to see is the market to push back into this level in between here, but not break above a most recent resistance. So as long as it breaks below here and it doesn't break above a most recent resistance, the setup is still valid, okay? Now, we want to see the market get into this level or touch back into this level to then eventually break back out and push lower. So what you'll see is something like this. You get a breakout, it returns, and it goes lower. It actually returned back and touched this one last time and went lower, right? And it actually broke out of this level, which is a support. It came back into that level and it pushed lower. Now, what are we seeing here? We are now seeing, if I were to delete this, we have a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, right? And so this is just what we just went over in the previous video or previous videos using that concept of a downtrend. Like I said, in downtrends, we're looking for areas to find sales. Now, in this video, I'm not going to break down the actual entry confirmations, but that's what we're looking for when it comes to this, right? Now, let's get some examples of some buy opportunities, right? So now we have a break of this resistance, this red line, right? So what we want to see is this breakout and the market get back into this level, right? It returns, and now we're looking for the market to break back out, which it does here, and it goes up higher, right? So you see we have the low, a high, higher low, higher high. And we're looking for entries breaking out of the level that it first broke, which is this red line, right? Like I said, I'm not going over the actual entry confirmation, but just showing you examples. We get another break of a level to the upside above a resistance here, right? So we would have been looking for the market to break out, return, and give us another opportunity to create a higher high. So you get the breakout, the retest. This is called a retest. When it makes this and gets back into the zone, this is called a retest. And then it breaks out again and creates a higher high. It does it again here. We get a breakout, we get our retest, and we get another push-up high. And so when it comes to trading, and especially when it comes to my strategy and the strategy that I teach the Discord group, we're looking for these opportunities over and over again. If you can spot these opportunities, then you're going to be successful when it comes to trading, right? Another example, we get a breakout here, right? We get a breakout of this level here. So once you see a break of the most recent support, you know right then and there, you're going to be looking for some potential sales, right? Looking for some potential sales. And so you'll see, then you get the breakout, creating a low. You get your pullback, your retest, creating that lower high, which led to a lower low. Bam. So like I said, we're looking, when it's doing this, we're looking for opportunities to find a sell entry for it to continue going down. And then vice versa, for a buy, we're looking for the most recent break to be above a red, which we get here. We're looking for the market to retest back into this level, which it does, literally right here, to then go up higher. So you'll see, and post up, small pullback, and post up, over and over and over again. And you're looking for buys until you get this break here, right? So you've just been following the trend going up until you get a break here. Now you're following the trend going down. As simple as that, right? So that's how we'll use uptrends and downtrends and breaks of these support and resistances to find entries. That's how support and resistance and trends combine, right? That's how the concepts combine, right? And so in other videos, I'm gonna break down what we actually look for when it comes to our entries, the actual strategy. But the strategy would just be for the people in the Discord group, but definitely going to be dropping that video as well.